Josh, we're down here at your gym. We're in the change rooms because they're all busy sparring and training in there. It's fucking freezing, mate. So we'll make this a quick one. But what a fantastic opportunity for you, mate.
Massive opportunity, a massive opportunity, and I've said it many times already, Leigh. It's funny how this sport works, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Rewind a year ago, I've given up the belt. Kind of got chinned by Lyra and then had a rematch with him, and in that same time Kiko's had a life or death result for Barrett. Kiko had won my old belt, and then Kiko's got knocked him out and won that belt back, and it's crazy. And I boxed Kiko
5 years ago in May?
Nearly 5 years ago in May, and people said he'll finish then. And it's funny, another funny side to it as well is not many people know that Kiko was almost my sparring partner for the Lara rematch. We had flights booked and everything else. He was actually going to be staying in an hotel just down the road, and then obviously we'd have been feeding him and stuff like that, and he couldn't get over for whatever reason, and then we was going to go to Spain and stay at his place, but COVID restrictions wouldn't be able to. And now he wants to punch me in the head. He wants to punch me in, but it is a brilliant opportunity because it kind of gives us back that position of power. And really, truthfully, I lost that position of power when I got beat by Lara. Now, if that had been all rosy, I'd have walked into a fight with Kanju for a Ring Magazine belt and East WBA regular, and then I'd been knocking on door for Santa Cruz after that. But obviously, Lara threw a massive spanner in that works, and rest is history. But it kind of win that belt back. It's a massive bargaining tool for getting other fights over the line and champion again, Leigh.
And back at your favourite venue, really.
Yeah,
the arena.
Yeah, 11th time at Leeds Arena. 11th time. I mean, after I beat Coach in 2019, I thought that would be us and would be, jumping ship, obviously COVID and that, but it's always been a fantastic venue. I'm unbeaten there as well, and obviously Kiko's been there beforehand, but I just feel that the level of support has gone up since that. It's always very.
It's going to sell out, isn't it?
Yeah, most definitely.
In like
world title as well.
It might outdo Kell Brook and Amir Khan, because I believe that went out in about an hour. The tickets had sold for that.
Yeah.
So I think this at Leeds Arena,
listen, there's a lot of excitement, and I keep on having to pinch myself. I really do, because in last two fights I've had a bloody loss and a draw, and people. How the sport works, so you know it better than anybody, because you're amongst it. You know what some fans are like, and they just turn their back on you until you get back to the glory days. But it seems those who follow Josh Warrington are just fucking through thick and thin. They're still there, and it sounds a bit cheesy and stuff, and we're marching on together, but for all that song say, when we have his ups and we have his downs, and that's fucking just like that. No matter if you getting beat.
Well, I think the night against Lara, the rematch,
that's it.
Just a phenomenal. I didn't think you'd beat the atmosphere at Ellen Road when you fought Selby, but that was certainly on a par with it, wasn't it? If not even better.
And that's what I said. I mean, when I'm fucking stood.
And it wasn't even one title fight.
That's what I'm saying. I'm stood on that podium like that, and I'm like, wow, all these people have come out. And like I said, they want to just see me get revenge, and they've come out to back me to help me get over the line with that, and. It's fucking phenomenal, the support that I have, and to reward everybody when they bring the world title back, for all them support, all those who support me, it would be extra special.
Well, what's weird about this, we've got to say it because everyone else is saying it now, it's all across there. They all think Kiko has been on the decline. People have been saying that since you last fought him 5 years ago. Right? He's now 35. People now saying he's on the up. He's in his purple patch,
this is more than an Indian summer, isn't it?
I think this is his 56th fight. He's been fighting at European level for 13, 14 years. I mean, the guy's phenomenal. But do you believe, you've shared the ring, you've done 12, what was it, 10 rounds or 12 rounds ring for him, yeah, it's 12 rounds. But for 9 of those rounds, you only actually had one hand.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it was a tough old night, and in that period, I'd left Matchroom and I'd signed with Frank Warren, and I'd almost out 11 months out of the ring. I had an elbow operation at that time as well, and the fight was going to be early April, and it got moved back to May. And I remember being in the gym from early January, and fucking hell, with a long old camp for that one. And yeah, started off the fight really well, in first two or three rounds, really sharp. And then I hit him on top of the head, and my hand just went like a massive balloon. And I felt like I couldn't feel anything, more or less, in my left arm. I was still throwing it, but I just couldn't feel anything. So I didn't really sit down on the punches. Now, got the fight won, and it pushed me. It was a tough old fight, like, but I always felt in control of it. And 5 years on, I feel like I bring a lot of stuff what I can do in here to the ring now. I sit down a bit.
Do you feel you're a better? Everyone's saying you're not, but do you feel you're a better fighter than when you first fought him?
Yeah, definitely, and I think we mentioned it off camera. The little things like confidence. I always put myself under a lot of pressure. Obviously, fighting a lot in front of all them fans. Saying to myself, I don't want to lose. I put myself so much pressure to win, and then obviously for a long time, we were chasing the Selby fight. So it's like, right, if you get beat along that journey, then it was going to be, you got offered that fight against Leigh Selby, but you never took it, and then you fucking fucked it up, didn't you? So it was always a pressure on my shoulders to make sure I did get to that destination eventually. So all I wanted to do was just win the fights. Didn't matter how I did it, whether it be entertaining or not, just win the fights. And then once I won that world title, it was like, I've done it now. I can just enjoy this. I can enjoy fight week. I don't feel pressure going into fight week. I can enjoy walking into the venue, and like the fight after that, Carl Frampton. Fuck me, I smile on my face from round 1 to round 12.
It was brilliant fight.
I loved being there, I loved the occasion. Obviously, Gallant doing a bit more emotional when it's that, but again, to coach after that, fucking giggling in change rooms. When it was time to switch on, I switched on, and obviously they've delivered a massive knockout, and then I had a little bit bored with the COVID situation and stuff, and I think the first Lara fight took me off of that kind of momentum a bit, but physically, my body's the best it's ever been. Like, we've been on about this a few weeks back. There's times when I'd be in training, for instance, got a strength session coming up. Fucking hell, I'm aching so bad. These days, my body's fucking recovering better than it has done. I think I've always lived a life, but I lived a life even more than I've ever done, because I've learned as I've gone along. Fucking 5 years ago, when I was getting in camp with Kiko, I won't stretch, I won't drink as fucking much water, and I won't, I might sneak a little fucking cheeky meal in. I always made weight fine, but these days everything is so strict. Every night after training, I spend a fucking hour and a half fucking stretching, and like when I come into the sessions, I'm breaking records. My sparring, I feel like I'm gonna do fucking 12 rounds without even being fit. I've been there so many times now, Leigh, so all that is experience, and plus just sitting down and punches a little bit more, and something that I've always known I've been able to do, like give a bit of punch power. And I know my record doesn't suggest that. I always know I've had a bit there. I can deliver it even better with 8 ounce gloves on under the lights. So yeah,
Are you confident?
Very much confident, very confident. Listen, I am not underestimating Kiko by any way, shape or form, because Kiko lives life himself. It's tough, and I know it'd be a hard fight, but I believe that I can finish that fight early. I really do. And two-time champion, man.
I listen, like I say, it's a brilliant opportunity. You shouldn't cheer when a British fighter gets beat, but I did, purely because I knew this opportunity might come up, and I've always wanted to go to Vegas, so I know I'm not looking past the 26th, but if that does happen, and everything goes the way we want, and you become world champion again, and reclaim your old belt, is that the next destination?
I think so. I mean, I don't want to keep on saying it to bother the interviewers and to bother people out there, because I've been saying it since like 2019 after I beat Kid. Then it was going to be the next one, and then obviously, like I say, pandemic happened and whatnot, and after the Lara, it was going to be whatever. It's not happened. winning the belt back gives me that fucking key. Gives me a bit more position and power to negotiate a big fight. You know, Navarrete's still there, Gary Russell's still there. You know,
is he fighting this weekend? Russell, is he fighting this weekend?
I'm not too sure. He might come out with his rock on.
He's fighting soon anyway.
But there's still out there, and you know, maybe before they looked at me and thought, well, fucking hell, I'd probably swerve that one. Now they've seen me being beat. I think, well, I might fancy my chances. He can be he's a human, he's not a machine. So, and then you know much how I want to go there, Leigh. I've been saying it for a long time. There's a lot of stuff in my fucking life, in my career, what I've ticked off. You know, arenas from Manchester to Leeds, fucking 11 times, stadiums twice. You know, I'm a boxing fan as well as a boxer, and to be able to say when my career's done, I boxed in States before, you know, I boxed in Vegas, I boxed in New York. It'd be nice for a personal achievement, and as well as taking fucking thousands of Leeds fans over there, smash the place up. You know, it'd be
I
just,
know, like I said, it's always been my dream to go there, so I've always waited until, you know, I said I want to go there for a big fight before I'm 60. I've got 2.5 years away for that, mate, so you've got to do it soon.
We'll do it.
And listen, I'd say, I know we're just at the beginning of camp, we'll catch up with you a little bit nearer the time, but like I say, I know the last fight was only 2 rounds, but I think the questions that you needed to answer yourself, you answered them, which means going into this fight, you're fully focused.
100%, yeah. There's a lot, and then a lot of people say, you know, yeah, I was a bit disappointed. I might have said this to you before. I was very disappointed. I, you know, wasn't able to just have that W against his name. You know, to beat him. You know, he beat me when on a bad night. I come back and I fucking re-rotating. Josh Warrington switched on, wipes all over the fucking ratio line, and I still think I'd do that again. Like I'd beat. We're given the fight and fucking no edge clashes went in. I think I'd beat him very comfortably, but there's still a lot I can take from the 2 rounds, like up there. You know, I remember thinking to myself in round 1, fuck me, there's levels to this. This is the reason why I was ranked #1 in the world. This is why I've beaten so many good people, because there's fucking levels to this, and me switched on.
Well, one last question before we go on, because it's not you, but obviously there's another big important fight in the same way. Mike Conlan against Leigh Wood.
Yeah.
Who'd you pick?
Leigh Wood.
Yeah.
Leigh Wood, yeah. I mean, a little bit for the momentum is going off. I feel that Conlan, as much a technical boxer he is, and great mover, I just feel he's not brought that to the table. He's boxed likes of Jason Cunningham. He boxed him when I boxed Warrington. I think that was a fucking real hard fight for him. Obviously Jason's done wonders since, but mixed box like to coach who I boxed, and struggled with, well, not really struggled with him, but should have been getting him out there. At some point he just couldn't do it, and I think he always seems to want to get involved in a fight, and I think if he does that with Leigh Wood, then it could have
come off second best.
Yeah.
Well, listen, good luck with training camp. We'll catch up with you a little bit nearer the time. Like I say, I'm truly excited for this one, mate, and we're looking forward to hearing that noise at Leeds Arena.
I do.
Especially when you walk out, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Always a pleasure, Leigh.
Take care, mate. Thank you. Bye.
For all boxing info, news, and latest interviews, amateur and pro across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.